What's up, everybody? Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky. So I sit down at this Starbucks here to have my Starbucks in the morning. And there's this, you can tell there's one person sitting down that's not really matching the crowd. Most people sitting down having out the Starbucks outside are like old ladies in their Lexuses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They're already wearing high heels and stuff. You know, Kentucky stuff. And there's one homeless dude with a book bag sitting there. I already knew this dude was trouble. He gets up, and there's just two ladies sitting next to us, and he goes over there and starts talking to them about where he can buy a goat. And I'm sitting here like, this dude is pretending to be crazy. He's not really crazy. You know, he's like bothering these two ladies, and you know, this lady's kind of feeling uncomfortable already. So I'm like, okay, he ain't gonna mess with me, sure enough. But anyways, old head decides that he's gonna go and urinate. Now I parked my truck up against the bushes in the back corner, backwards, facing out. Old head decides that he's gonna go either smoke or urinate next to my truck. Now I know better than let this old crackhead hang out by the side of my truck up against some bushes, because I know how old he's looking. I got my book bags, but I didn't feel comfortable. So I said, "Hey, old head, what's good, old head? I'm gonna break your old back. You know what I mean? What's good?" But they weren't upset at me. They weren't upset at the vagrant person for urinating on the side of my truck. They're upset at me for telling him not to do it. So now all these like snobby rich people are like, you know, little suburban knights or whatever the crap they are. And they're like, "Oh, so you're making us feel uncomfortable." I'm like, "Oh, so homie over here taking a piss on the side of my truck doesn't make you feel uncomfortable, but I'm the one that makes you feel uncomfortable because I told him if he did it, I was gonna beat his old head in. I'm the one with a problem. I'm the one that's a problem for telling the old man that I was gonna beat his head inside out because he's trying to take a piss and smoke on top of my truck. Dang right I ain't gonna let him do it." So all the people outside, they all like, "Oh, we're gonna go inside. This is so uncomfortable." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll beat you too." Not that I'm a violent person, but I ain't gonna sit here and let this old crackhead walk all over me in this Starbucks. No. And that's the thing about places like Lexington. The reason there's crackheads and beggars and people begging and annoying you everywhere you go is because you put up with it. Don't put up with it. I ain't gonna sit here having my Starbucks and watch this old crackhead urinate on the side of my vehicle. Ain't gonna happen. Because if he does, I'm gonna beat his old head in. And I gave him a warning. I said, "Hey, old head, I'm gonna beat your old head in. You better find somewhere else to do that." "Oh, this is just a place to smoke." I'm like, "I'm gonna smoke you, you old piece of crap." I couldn't believe driving to Lexington yesterday when I pulled in on the outskirts of Lexington. How many people there were? There were like groups of people just hanging out, begging. Like, you put up with it or some crap. You have that problem. I ain't putting up with it. I mean, if you have these problems, it's because you obviously put up with it. I ain't gonna let this dude urinate on the side of my truck. What the crap? There's a whole entire parking lot. His feet are in the parking space that I parked my vehicle in. That's too close, buddy. That's the parking spot. You ain't got a car, you ain't gonna be there. You ain't gonna come and smoke on top of my car and urinate on it. You gotta be out of your mind.
Did you notice they sent out
A security?
an employee to watch him?
What the crap?
Yeah.
You put up with it. I ain't putting up with it. Like, here there are these nice old white ladies. They're outside having their lunch and stuff, and they got to deal with this dumb crackhead bothering them, trying to sell them goats or buy goats off him. He's just trying to get money off them. That's how he starts the conversation. He's not crazy, because he was acting crazy talking about buying and selling goats. And when I said, "Hey, oh, I'm gonna break your head in," he snapped into it real quick. "No, I'm just trying to smoke here, man. It's all cool." "Oh, you ain't crazy now anymore, huh?" No, bro, you let these people walk over you, they're gonna walk all over, but don't let them walk all over you. And that's the thing about these places, bro. Like, look at those houses over there. Those are big houses. I'm gonna tell you, I did not like this Lexington. I had, in my mind, I romanticized this place. This place is garbage. This place is absolute freaking garbage. Everywhere you go, you got some crackhead-looking people trying to pull some crackhead-looking moves on you. What was that street we were on the other day when we pulled into town where there was like crackheads everywhere? There was like groups of them.
Broadway.
Was it on Broadway? No, it was in the outskirts. It wasn't Broadway. It was the one that when we got off the highway. I would love to show people that.
Frankfurt?
No, it was right here in Lexington.
Not sure.
I ain't putting up with it. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a violent person. I don't go out there and be violent towards other people. But I'm not about to let this homeless guy piss on the side of my truck. You better find somewhere else to do that. Crap. And you put up with it. Like those ladies there. If he had came to my table, like he went up to those ladies next to me, I almost got in it. But something about my gangster told me, it ain't my problem. Don't get involved. So he went to bother the lady next door to me, the next table next to me. My instinct inside of me was like, don't tell this guy nothing. It's none of your business. Just mind your own business. Ignore the guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not your business. It wasn't. So I didn't say nothing. But if he had came to my table, I wouldn't have been like the lady said, I'm sorry, sir, we don't have goats for sale. I wouldn't have been like that. I'd have been like, I would have like shoved my sandwich up his head or like throw my sandwich on him or something. Like, leave me the crap alone. I'm not the one. Like, that's when I got off in Madison, Wisconsin. I got off at the exit, and this dude, he's black, and he's got his, baggy clothes, and he's trying to look gangster and intimidate me. Hey, dog, let me get $1, dog. Come on, man. I said, hey, bro, I ain't that one. I said, what'd you say, sir? I said, I ain't that one, cuz. And I threw a little bit of, like, southern accent on him, let him know I ain't with this program. Because the thing is, like, I think a lot of people they put up with it. Don't put up with it. Don't let nobody try to hustle you. Let them know you ain't that one. It ain't happening to me. If somebody else is giving you $1, that's cool. It ain't gonna be me. It's not that you don't help people, but you help. You know who I help? I give somebody working. I give them a $20 tip. Somebody working at a restaurant, I'll give them a $20 tip. That's who I help. But I ain't gonna sit here and give $1 to some crack on the side of the road. Because you know what he's gonna use it for? Crack. And the more you buy, the more he wants, the more other people he's gonna go bother. But I tell you, I have not been a fan of this Kentucky or this Lexington or the whole Midwest at all. Like, it seems like there's more aggressive begging going on up here than way more aggressive than in other places. And like, I don't know how people around here react. From what I've seen, they just like put up with it. No, I ain't that one. That's like in Alabama, where when they try to push me around, I said, no. I'm not like these other people. I ain't like these other people. Because they just assume that you're going to let them push you around. GPS getting up out of here. GPS, Pigeon Forge. Like, when I moved to Alabama, they're used to people being humble and submissive to whatever they're trying to do to you. I fought back. No, you ain't gonna take my stuff. You're gonna take my stuff, you're gonna have to get it off me. In Alabama, that's why in Alabama, like the last month down there, I got some real problems because most people let themselves. They let themselves be intimidated by these people. I'm not
There are crashes on I-75 South that are currently causing a 1 hour and 47-minute delay. This is the fastest route for now. You'll get an update if that changes. You will arrive at 3:08.
That means don't even get on 75.
Yep.
Because an 8-minute delay usually turns into an hour delay. So a 2-hour delay, you might as well forget about it. Want to go into like, where's the crash at? Show me on the map. Where's the crash at?
Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it looks like there's 2 crashes.
How do I get out of this community?
We might need to go back over and go down 65.
How about we cut across to the countryside and just see like all rural Kentucky? There's a Daniel Boone. We may not even need to make it that far down today. And we can just, there's a lot of rain south of us, so we'll have to look at the weather too.
Oh, it looks like they're...
Go GPS Harlan, Kentucky. Harlan, Kentucky. And see if there's any delays in that route. Harlan, Kentucky. But yeah, this Lexington is trashy, man. There's just way too many people begging, and they're kind of like in groups sometimes. Like yesterday, we saw like groups of them.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Sir Barton Way.
Let me see the route that's trying to make you take. No, I gotta see it on the map. I gotta actually physically see it. Okay. Let's go to let's see here. So the accidents are way off by Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just start going to Harlan, Kentucky, and if we get caught in the traffic,
Turn right onto Sir Barton Way.
okay, we'll just go do it like that. But I am not friendly with these people. I really ain't. Because one day, you know what they're doing? One day, somebody's really going to need help. And when they ask for help, you know what happens?
Continue on Sir Barton Way for 3/4 of a mile.
You got all these people pretending like they need help. Pretending like they need help. Right? Pretending like they got a situation. The day somebody actually has a situation, what's going to happen? You don't believe them. People like that are a curse to the earth, man. Because one day somebody actually needs help. Maybe someday a diabetic person comes up to me shaking and try to tell me they need help. And what am I going to tell them? I'm going to tell them to get out of my way. Now, most people, a lot of people that I've talked to would tell me something like, oh, you help everybody. And if they do right or wrong, it's up to them. It's not to me. I did the right thing because I'm a good girl. No, you don't. Those people that pretend it's not that problem, when a diabetic person comes shaking to me and I tell them to get out of my way, it's not because of my fault that I'm a jerk. It's because all the other people that were pretending to be jerks. So don't put the fault of somebody else on me. Don't put the consequences of somebody else's actions on me. Don't make me make them pay the price for all that. Because I like helping people. But now I can't help people anymore because you don't know if they need help or not. But does that make me a bad person? It don't. That truck's just littered. That dude's just littered.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make me a bad person? No. I have the intention to help. I'm the kindest person you're ever going to meet. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, this ain't my problem. I don't live here. You're the one that lives here. You're the one that's got these problems. Now, one thing I'll tell you is, if the Starbucks in Florida that I go to, if some old head tries hanging out there, if it ain't me, somebody's gonna grab his old butt and take him on, put him on a bus ticket to Lexington, Kentucky. That's probably how they all got here.
Yeah.
I'm starting to figure these things out, folks. I'm starting to get
In
this.
1,000 feet, use the second from the left lane to turn left onto Man-O-War Boulevard East.
I'm starting to figure this out. How do these things happen? Now I'm figuring out how they all got here.
Yeah.
Like, I'll put you on a Greyhound in Lexington, Kentucky. Wow, there's so many homeless people in Lexington. There's so many homeless people in Lexington, Kentucky. Start.
In 400 feet, use the second from the left lane to turn left onto Man-O-War Boulevard East.
But that's the reality of it.
Use the second from the left lane to turn left onto Man-O-War Boulevard
That's
East.
the problem with Lexington, people. Too many Greyhound buses land here. But for real, people, especially my people in Florida, you have these problems if you allow them. Now, right now, the city of Fort Myers is trying to ban panhandling because it's starting to be a problem in Florida. The city of Fort Myers is trying to ban panhandling, and there's people actually getting in the way of that, saying, "No, it's not the kind of thing."
Use the right lane to take the
Don't
I-75
panhandle.
south ramp.
Get a job. And right now, the city, you know that, right? The city of Fort Myers.
In a
is
quarter
trying to
mile,
outlaw
merge
panhandling.
onto I-75 south.
They're like, if you're panhandling, we're gonna give you a fine. We're gonna put you in jail. We're gonna get you out of here. And there's actually people fighting back right now. They're not letting them do it. They're like, no, they have to allow it. No, we ain't gonna allow that in Fort Myers. We don't want that garbage in Fort Myers. You know? No, we don't want that garbage. Just put them on a bus to Lexington, Kentucky. And I'm gonna tell the city of Fort Myers, I'm gonna call them and say, hey, don't give them a fine. Give them a bus ticket.
Continue
to
on
Lexington, Kentucky.
I-75 south for 70 miles.
Don't give them a fine. Give them a Greyhound ticket to Lexington, Kentucky. For real. Take your crap somewhere else. There's a lot more addiction up this way than there is in the South, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And you can just see it everywhere you go. Well, area we're gonna go to now is gonna be really bad. It's a different type of bad. And then you have people that are like so stupid, they don't realize how everything works. You got people on our channel like, I see these comments almost every day. I get 3 of these comments a day on my channel like, oh, it's all in the cities, all the people in the cities. Take your butt to like Dunedin, Florida, a few miles out of town, or Williston, Florida, or Harlan, Kentucky. Just get out in these woods, or go out to Wetumpka, Alabama, 10 miles out in the woods by Titus, and see some country people doing some city stuff in a place where you don't see it. People are all the same all throughout. But we definitely, when we get through these traffic jams, we gotta just, take the back roads. It ain't worth really getting caught in a traffic jam. There is that. I did not like Lexington, Kentucky at all. You can't even have a Starbucks in peace, bro.
Yeah.
Trying to have your Starbucks and somebody's trying to urinate on your vehicle. Not on my watch. And then what caught me off guard is the people weren't mad. They weren't mad at the guy they weren't mad at the guy for trying to urinate on the side of my truck, or smoke into it, or peek into my windows to see what he could find. That's not what they were mad about. They're mad at me telling him that he's gonna get his head busted inside out if he tries something. I'm the problem for not letting him break into my car or whatever he was trying. I don't know what he was trying to do. I'm the problem because I'm not gonna put up with it. But he's not the problem. They're not mad at him. They're mad at me. That lets you know why this city's in the shape it's in. Checking out from Lexington, Kentucky. When I see somebody in Florida panhandling, I'm gonna put him on a bus ticket up here.